Hello and welcome to your rune reading. My name is Daniel Cumming. What I'll be doing is placing down 3 sets of 3 runes after I shuffle them, and you'll pick one set. So either number 1, number 2, or number 3. And then I'll give you a quick interpretation of the energy of the runes, how they're going to play out, and how they might be affecting your life at the moment. So this is rune set 1, rune set 2, and rune set 3. Take a breath in through the nose, expand the belly. Exhale out through the nose. Relax the shoulders, relax the face, and choose 1, 2, or 3. Don't change it. First thing that comes to your head. 3, 2, 1. Choose. Let's start with number 1. So we have Manas, Hagalas, and Hyewas. So Manas is the idea of kind of this divine consciousness of humanity. And it's the idea that humans can actually grow in their consciousness, that we might start off really instinctual, but we can learn to grow and learn to grow our intellect and our consciousness and evolve it as humans. So Hagalas is this idea of catastrophe, but catastrophe to make way for the new. So I guess it's kind of like the tower in the tarot, where it's kind of knocking down your current structure to make way for the new. And usually it's completely out of your control. I mean, you can board up the house, you can do all you want, but the storm's still going to probably rip it apart. So all you can really do is prepare for it, mentally, emotionally, maybe physically. And then Hyewas is this idea of partnership. It's the idea of joining forces with someone, something, in order to achieve something that you couldn't on your own. So a mixture of the 3. So Manas, we have this divine aspect of humanity, or this growing in awareness or growing in intelligence. And so maybe that awareness has grown so much that your current state of being is no longer suitable for you. So what's happening right now is you're going through Hagalas, you're going through a big catastrophe. There's this hailstorm coming and knocking everything down, but it's actually going to lay the seeds for this opportunity of partnership to come through. So if you are looking for some sort of partnership, and that could be a romantic partnership, it could be a business partnership of some sort, in order for that to truly come through in the way you want it to, then you need to realize what needs to change. And if you don't realize, actually sit, meditate, or just think and analyze. You might already know, but not trusting your intuition on it. If you don't either change that yourself, something is going to come in and change it for you, but there's going to be some sort of partnership on the horizon for it. So it's going to be uncomfortable, but you have the choice whether you start that discomfort now and start making changes, or something's going to wipe it out. But either way, you need to embrace it. Don't let it beat you down. Just embrace the change, write it out, and then there'll be some sort of partnership waiting for you on the other side of it. So that's rune reading 1. So here we have Hyewas, Isa, and Raido. So Hyewas, there's been a separation. So Hyewas is this idea of moving away into a space that is specifically for something in order for it to gestate. So gestate means kind of grow, for the seed to grow, for the caterpillar to turn into a butterfly inside the cocoon. So there's been some sort of separation. You've been either I've been isolated, you've been in some sort of hermit mode, or there's been some sort of separation from everything else for some reason, either willfully or unwillfully. And Isa is that maybe that was for a particular focus, and maybe that separation was a positive thing for a particular focus, but maybe you're getting too stuck in that tunnel vision now, that you really need to, you've had the gestation time, you've had the focus time to really get tunnel vision on something. Now it's actually time to make the journey of what that was for. So all this was leading towards some sort of journey, some sort of right action. You needed to put together the pieces in order to, I guess, find the right course of action, the right journey, the right vehicle for it. But it's time to actually get in the vehicle. It's time to get in the car, mount the horse, and actually start moving, start turning the wheel, start the journey. Otherwise you're going to be stuck. And then all that gestation is going to, there's the seed that was growing into something is ready to bear fruit. but if you don't actually take it, the opportunity is going to go bad. So if there's an opportunity for travel, for movement, for taking some sort of, I would take it. You know, gestation's over. Just make sure it's in alignment with what you've been focusing on. Yeah, that's rune reading number 2. Rune reading number 3. We have Naldi's, Kanars, and Tiwas. So Naldi's and Kanars go together really well. So Naldi's is this idea of tension, of, you know, two things rubbing up against each other, of friction. There could be an obstacle. There could be a really stressful, you know, situation that you've been in lately. That there's been a lot of friction. So that could be in some sort of, you know, friction in a partnership. It could just be friction with yourself. You know, you might be in a job that you feel that is really becoming really abrasive. Something is really constraining you. Something is, you're banging your head against the wall in some sort of way at the moment. And it's actually creating the fire. It's something that was needed. So it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it depends if you heed the lesson from it. You know, if you're banging your head against the wall, maybe you need to actually learn to climb the wall, or you need to find another way around it. So Kanars is this idea of, you know, crafted fire, of controlled fire. So now this is all about, you know, friction creating that heat and fire, and then Kanars now is about using that fire for a particular purpose. Now, that could be, you know, that could be the thing that's going to get you around or over the wall. It's this real craftiness about it. But it's also, you have to be careful as well, because Kanars is spiky, right? You know, it can harm you. The fire can burn you just as easily as you can use it for something. So I think you have to get clear with what your vision is for this. And this is what Tiwas is about as well. So Tiwas is like the North Star. Tiwas is, you know, you've thought about something for so long, you've narrowed down exactly what needs to happen. You've been really rational about things, and, you know, you want to find your true north. So maybe all this distress has actually led you to some sort of realization. You've been overthinking things, and you've actually, you know, started to decide what that true north is for you. And so you need to start to harness that fire in order to start heading that way, to get over the wall, to get around the wall, under it, some way. Use your craftiness to make your way towards that true north, and just trust. So T-Wise is all about trust. Trusting in this, you know, conviction that you've put in all the intellectual work. It's time to get out of the brain, into the heart, and really just to feel what's right for you and not overthink it. You know, you've done enough overthinking, you've been through enough of this distress, you're ready to harness that fire, move forward, and just trust. Yeah? Let's move out of the head, get into your body a bit more, and just trust that you've created this path on the way there. Alright, so that's the reading. So Rune Reading 1, Rune Reading 2, Rune Reading 3. I hope that's helped. As usual, if you want me to elaborate, if you've got any particular questions about the reading, please post them in the comments below, and I'll answer them when I can. I would love to hear which one you chose and how it's resonated for you. Until next time, Ryan till Runa.